Hey, coming up on your six, Hands!
Hi, anything report? 10-4, but the vehicle's continuing. The vehicle...
In the early hours of December 10, 2020, Excelsior Springs Police Department captured a tense high-speed pursuit on video. Officers had spotted a stolen vehicle following a residential assault and attempted to initiate a traffic stop. The driver, later determined to be severely intoxicated, immediately fled, exhibiting reckless behavior that posed a significant threat to the public. The pursuit unfolded through residential streets, heightening the danger to nearby vehicles and pedestrians.
917, copy 906, request permission to continue pursuit outside city. We're going Y Highway northbound. She's almost struck multiple vehicles. Patch the ReachCom. Sorry, Chargers, she has struck my vehicle. We're continuing pursuit.
Throughout the chase, the suspect's driving was extremely hazardous. He swerved across lanes, made sudden stops, drove head-on into other vehicles, and intentionally backed into the pursuing officer's vehicle multiple times. These aggressive maneuvers forced other drivers to take evasive action, putting innocent lives at risk and escalating the urgency for law enforcement to safely end the pursuit.
She's backing up again. We're not southbound Cherokee Drive, approaching County.
To stop the vehicle, Sergeant Corr executed a PIT maneuver, causing the suspect's car to lose control. When the officer exited to secure the scene, the driver violently accelerated, nearly striking the sergeant. Despite further attempts to ram the patrol vehicle, officers ultimately ended the chase and pursued the suspect on foot. The suspect was successfully apprehended, concluding the high-risk pursuit while preventing further danger to the public. On February 5, 2023, at approximately 7:55 p.m., I was stopped at a traffic signal on the ramp from I-75/85 south to University Avenue when I observed a black GMC Yukon running a red light. I activated my emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, but the vehicle refused to stop, sparking a pursuit. The SUV continued south on I-75/85, exited onto Cleveland Avenue, and turned onto the ramp to I-75 North. During the chase, the fleeing vehicle struck another car's rear bumper, prompting the driver and passengers to flee on foot. I remained at the scene to assist the occupants of the struck vehicle, while Atlanta Police Aviation helped to locate the suspects in a nearby wooded area. Both the driver and a passenger were taken into custody without incident. The driver, Troycian Jarve Porter, born 2002, of Atlanta, Georgia, was transported to Grady Hospital for evaluation before being taken to the Fulton County Sheriff's Department and released to jail staff. The passenger was treated and released with no charges. The pursuit covered roughly 4 miles. Porter faces multiple charges, including failure to obey traffic control device, felony fleeing, reckless driving, hit and run, and obstruction. Near the scene, officers recovered a black Glock 22 Gen 4.4 0-caliber pistol with a damaged magazine, 13 rounds, a full auto conversion switch, and a broken laser attachment.
Put your hands up! Hands up! Put your hands up!
Little Rock, KATV. On Tuesday, a high-speed pursuit in Sheridan ended tragically when the driver of a stolen vehicle died following police intervention. Officers attempted a traffic stop around 2:40 p.m., but the driver refused to comply, leading law enforcement on a dangerous chase through the city. Sheridan police stated that the suspect's reckless driving, including excessive speeds, demonstrated a blatant disregard for human life. Approximately 8 miles north of Sheridan, an officer was forced to employ an intentional intervention to stop the vehicle. The maneuver caused the suspect to lose control and crash into a ditch. Despite immediate efforts by officers and medical personnel, the driver was pronounced dead at the scene. The vehicle's passenger was transported to a hospital with injuries sustained during the crash. Authorities confirmed that both the driver and passenger had active warrants at the time of the incident. Methamphetamine was discovered on the passenger at the hospital, and additional charges are expected. Deputies from the Grant County Sheriff's Office assisted Sheridan Police during the pursuit, highlighting the collaborative effort to manage the high-risk situation while attempting to protect public safety. February 27th, 2023. Grovetown, Georgia. If you're going to run from the police, maybe don't choose a cement truck. Eric Bott of Grovetown, Georgia, had other ideas. He spotted a Terex cement truck idling at a gas station while the driver ran in for a snack. The truck was left running to keep the cement from hardening, because who would be bold enough to steal an 80,000-pound mixer? Bott, that's who. What followed was one of the slowest, wildest chases Georgia State Police had ever seen. With no way to pit maneuver or box in the massive truck, police turned to spike strips. When that didn't work, officers hatched a new plan: shoot out the radiator. One trooper cleared the road while another pulled alongside the truck, leaned out the window, and unloaded into the radiator. The plan worked. Fluids poured out, and the truck gradually came to a stop.
We're there. I've got him a number on if somebody can jump out and see if we can get this door open.
Bod was arrested and charged with motor vehicle theft, fleeing, and reckless driving. Oh, and his record? Already loaded with aggravated assault and DUI charges. Stealing a cement truck might not be the best getaway plan, but Bod definitely made it unforgettable. The video titled "Jaguar Takes Florida Troopers" on insane high-speed chase, trooper crashes into him to end pursuit, showcases a harrowing and high-stakes pursuit between a Jaguar and Florida Highway Patrol officers. The suspect drove at extreme speeds, reaching up to 183 miles per hour, nearly 300 kilometers per hour, weaving recklessly through traffic and endangering everyone on the road. Given the severity of the threat, FHP officers were forced to take decisive action to protect the public. The chase finally ended when an officer executed a direct collision maneuver, commonly referred to as a TVY or PIT maneuver, successfully disabling the Jaguar. Officers quickly approached and took the suspect into custody. Despite the clear evidence, the driver offered implausible excuses, insisting that he wasn't driving, or that he was asleep during the chase, seemingly attempting to evade responsibility. The arresting officer immediately dismissed these claims, sarcastically questioning how anyone could sleep while driving at 130 miles per hour. This video highlights the extreme dangers posed by high-speed pursuits, the necessity of police intervention to prevent potential tragedy, and the lengths some individuals will go to avoid accountability, even in the face of overwhelming evidence.
Hey, coming up on your six, coming up on your six. Hands.
June 12, 2024, Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta police responded to a shooting on Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard. 4 suspects fled the scene in a blue Tesla. Autopilot didn't help them escape. Officers located the vehicle nearby and, with help from an aerial unit, tracked it until the driver lost control and stopped in the middle of the road.
Westbound on Peters. Westbound on the Whitehall, coming up the Oak. Long lanes of travel, gonna be going 70 plus, still on Whitehall. Heavy traffic over here, y'all. Heavy traffic over here. Almost 41, we are still south on Whitehall, crossing over 48. Heavy traffic over here, y'all. Heavy traffic over here. Almost 41, we are still south on Whitehall, crossing over 48. 60 miles, wrong lane, travel again, back on the right side, green state.
Behind the wheel was 18-year-old Cavius Campbell, a familiar name to Atlanta PD. In 2023, he faced murder charges, which were later dropped. By April 2024, he was out on bond for theft and gang-related charges. 2 months later, he was back at it, opening fire on a man at a convenience store. Fortunately, the victim survived.
Hey, coming up on your six, coming up on your six. Hands. Go.
I got a question.
But it's not question time. It's stop talking time. Stop moving. Yeah.
This chase landed Campbell with a fresh list of charges: aggravated assault, reckless driving, felony fleeing, and weapons possession after police found a gun strapped to his ankle. Even his accomplice couldn't escape. One was caught outside city limits. Campbell's flashy Tesla ride didn't end in freedom, but in handcuffs.
your right signal 4.
10-4, but the vehicle's continuing. The vehicle...
Sitting on the Palmetto,
On September 11th, 2024, I, Trooper Lasso Silva, with the Florida Highway Patrol, was assigned to the Criminal Interdiction Unit. The Miami Regional Communication Center advised that the Hialeah Police Department was following a stolen vehicle in the area of Okeechobee and South River Drive. Trooper Cantelar spotted the vehicle traveling eastbound on the Northwest 74th Street connector. The driver refused to stop and began fleeing, showing a total disregard for the safety of the people and property of the state of Florida. At this point, I advised Trooper Cantelar that I would take the primary position in the pursuit. I continued my attempts to get the vehicle to stop, but the driver remained actively and aggressively fleeing. The white van continued to elude law enforcement, driving recklessly and endangering the citizens of Florida.
23. Go for it. Go for it. Southbound on 72nd. Speed still are going to be 23 Lasso. 23. That's oncoming traffic, 23.
Eventually, the vehicle came to a stop, and 3 occupants bailed out. I quickly exited my department-issued vehicle and approached the front right passenger, ordering him to get on the ground and show his hands for officer safety. The suspect complied and lay on the ground. With assistance from an HPD unit, I was able to secure him in my department-issued handcuffs.
Miami 1155, your right signal 4.
10-4, but the vehicle's continuing. The vehicle's continuing.
Meanwhile, Trooper Cantelar deployed his department-issued K-9, which successfully apprehended the driver of the white van. HPD officers then secured the rear passenger in handcuffs. While conducting traffic enforcement at Broadway and MLK in West Memphis, I observed a group of motorcyclists run a red light. I activated my emergency lights and siren, but one motorcyclist fled, performing a U-turn and traveling eastbound, while the others dispersed onto side streets. The fleeing motorcyclist drove recklessly westbound, striking my patrol unit's mirror. Coordinating with other units, I was able to slow and stop the suspect on US Highway 70, just west of College Avenue.
I'm going to get on the back on the interstate in case he tries to go eastbound. Still westbound, headed on the interstate. Are you stopping?
The suspect, identified as Brandon Tolbert of Memphis, Tennessee, was taken into custody. A search revealed 25.7 grams of marijuana, scales, and a Taurus 9mm G2C handgun, all turned over to the 2nd Judicial Drug Task Force. Tolbert was booked into Crittenden County Jail on charges including felony fleeing, possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms. Join us for our thrilling shoots if you crave more heart-pounding action and breathtaking excitement. Don't go anywhere, because we're just getting started. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned so you don't miss out on the next shocking moments coming your way soon.